What's up, guys? In this video we're going to talk about how to load for more pitching velocity, and we're not just talking about the hips. I'll see you in the video. So let's get into the video. First of all, how to load to increase your pitching velocity. I wrote an article recently called 99 Ways to Improve Pitching Velocity. I definitely want you to check that out as well. I'll leave a link below where you can check that article out. But in that video, one of the 99 ways was work on your load. So I'm going to show you exactly what a good load is and how you can work on that. So like I said in the beginning of this video, we're not just talking about the hips, and we're going to get to that. I'm going to talk about the shoulders a little bit. But as far as the hips go and the load, the way you want to set up is you want to set up a little bit staggered, or at least is the way I prefer to set up, and I prefer my pitchers to set up, is staggered, where their back foot cuts their front foot in half, the back foot is bent, the front leg is straight. Now what happens is guys tend to kind of do that when they do that. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you stay closed, okay? So close those hips off, knock those knees in a little bit, and that's a good setup. Now, as far as the load goes, when we lift up, we want to lift kind of up and back on an angle with this leg, okay? See how it's kind of closed? I'm kind of showing the bottom of my foot to my catcher, okay? That means my hips are closed, right? I also, at the same time, kind of want to break my hips, I call it. Some people call it a hip dip. Some people call it a hip load. I just call it break the hips. It makes it easier to understand for some guys. So when I'm coming up at that angle and I'm breaking my hips. I don't know if you saw that little movement there. It was up, and it's almost like I pointing my side of my butt to the catcher, okay? So it looks like this again, up and back, and kind of breaking those hips, okay? As you noticed, I'm already moving down the mountain. I didn't get to a balance point and then do this, right? I'm kind of coming up at that angle, breaking the hips and moving down the mound, all blended into kind of one movement, right? Up, moving down that mound, okay? So that's loading of the hips. I also like to leave this leg down and back as I start to move forward, but that's a whole nother topic. Made a few videos about that as well. So that's why it's important to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. But the other thing I want to talk about when it comes to the load is the shoulders, right? A lot of guys get this wrong too. How you want to load your shoulders when you start down the mound is you want to actually have a tilt in your shoulders this way, right? Uphill. Most coaches say, no, be level or get that shoulder down, which is a big misconception. You do want to be tilted, right? That's going to give you a good arm path, a good shoulder tilt. You don't want to be like this. Obviously, that's way too much. But you do want to have a tilt in your shoulders. But you also want to be not only tilted, but you also want to be closed off. So you'll see some of the best pitchers, the high velocity pitchers, when they go to separate, they're going to separate 45 degrees or more. If I'm pitching to home, there's third, here's 45. They're going to separate this way. See how my shoulders are slightly upward and I'm separating it this way. I'm still trying to pitch home, right? But I started off on that 45 degrees with a good shoulder angle and a shoulder tilt and a shoulder angle, okay? So starting closed there on our load as well. So don't forget to load your hips and load your shoulders. I hope you guys like this video. Hope it makes sense. Hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm making a bunch of videos for these 99 ways to improve your pitching velocity. So I got some really good stuff coming up. And leave a comment below. I love answering all questions, replying to all comments. Just love talking to you guys. Let me know out of that 99 ways to improve your pitching velocity, that article, again, I'll leave the link below, but out of that article, what number is your favorite, okay? Which one helped you the most? Leave a comment below. Talk to you guys then.